they put Cole Davies and Michael Mosiman with Deegan. Like, okay, Star, clearly you're not putting your top star guys next to Deegan because Also, Max Anstie can talk a lot. This guy can talk. I know the broadcaster's like, look, man, gotta cut it. This guy's gotta get off. We gotta get to the 450 race. Nate Thrasher, guys. Nate, it's time for a dub, buddy. The East Coast is all yours. They did not put you racing against Deegan because they expect you to get a title. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Trackside. It's your boy Cinema J, and in today's video we're going to talk about the Blue Crew, Star Racing Yamaha and the 250 squad. They have been, what I've seen, the first team to officially announce, I could be wrong, where everyone's racing, East Coast, West Coast, and I greatly appreciate that because it gives us creators content. So that's what we're going to talk about today, and I want you guys also to chime in. Let me know your thoughts on their decision. Well, I guess it could be the rider's decision, but Deegan was the one who clearly made his own decision which coast he was racing. But we'll get into that. But if it's your first time here, consider subscribing. Really helps out. If you can like the video, if you do like it, genuinely like the video, please. Really helps this video out. It helps it get out to plenty of other people. I do see we're reaching a larger crowd, so those of you who have been liking and commenting and subscribing, thank you, because wouldn't be possible without you guys. Almost at 5,000 subs as of this video, which is crazy. Also, be sure to check out wholeshots_4. I was originally making videos with Johnny, another cool guy who likes to talk moto, so go check out his channel, support him as well. I see a lot of you guys have already, and that's great. Also, if you would like to support this channel or my family so we could get to some races, there's my Cash App, accept donations, gifts. And I got 3, 4, 5 mouths to feed, including my own, so it just helps. But anyways, thank you in advance, any of you guys who support us. I mean, you guys are killing it already, just commenting and liking the video, so really appreciate that. And let's get right into it. All right, we're gonna start with the meat. Pause.
What?
All right, let's get right into it. 250 West Coast, Star Racing Yamaha. Who we got? Look at this. We got, of course, Deegan, Michael Mosiman, and rookie Cole Davies. I'm gonna start with Cole Davies. I mean, I've seen him pop in. I've seen him in the future. Seen him like he's the next, like he was in that Deegan transition, like, in the futures, the amateurs, we're gonna get him in here next. So this little funneling system they have on the conveyor belt. So I saw it coming, and I mean, the kid looks solid. He looks solid. He looks good. I'm excited to see what he does. Juju came in for KTM, and he did pretty good and ended the season well, stronger. So I expect to see this kid just build throughout the year. Not really much to say because we gotta see. I mean, it's a whole different ball game when you step in the ring with the big boys, the pros. So excited to see what he does. Also cool, he started on the West Coast, coming out swinging. I mean, like, why wait? The kid's been racing. He's young, he's strong, he's healthy, and the more time he has on the bike racing against these top guys, the better. That's what really helped Deegan out. So I'm excited to see him line up for A1. This is cool. We're gonna have 3 star bikes on the gate. It's what's crazy, it could be more, but 3 is good. I think they got a healthy lineup this year, but the fact that they got 3 on the West Coast means we got 4 on the East Coast, right? So we'll get to the East Coast, but I'm gonna go to Michael Mosiman now. Michael Mosiman is another guy who, like, when I would watch him, I said this a lot early in the year with Max Volan. Like, Max Volan, when I personally would watch him, it was just something about how he rode the bike, his arm positions, just how he moved on the bike, or just how his position was, that just made me feel uncomfortable. And he was fast though. So same thing, Michael Mosiman, and I hear other guys saying it, known for having, elbows low, fast guy, been racing most of his life, but like, we still see these inconsistencies and injuries and crashing. And I don't know why. Me personally, I just feel like the riding style has something to do with that. You know, I'm not a professional. I wish I was my dream to be a professional dirt rider. But look, I'm just sitting here telling y'all what I see. And it seems to be evident that Michael Mosiman can't stop getting hurt. Like, dude, I was so bummed. I was super excited to see him come back last year. And super bummed to see him not race more than like 2 races. So, but yeah, man, I think it's super cool for him. What I love to see is guys who are on other factory bikes like Michael Mosiman come in on the star bike, and I just love to see what they do. Because I'm looking like, is the bike that good? Or is it really the rider, you know? So, which we know most of it is the rider. It is a great bike from what I've seen and heard. But man, I'm just excited to see what he does. I think he's going to be a strong contender, top 5, you know, but man, he's just been out for so long, and these guys have been just getting stronger and faster. So I believe he's going to have to race himself back into competition as well. Top 10 possibly for Michael Mosiman, but one of those guys who, if he gets a start, maybe a top 3. We'll see. What do you guys think for Cole Davies and for Michael Mosiman? Because Hayden Deegan officially, I saw somebody doubting in the comments. It's like, oh, you know, I'll believe it when we actually see him line up. But like, come on, bro. Like, I mean, at this point, I believe we all have enough to go off of. And if the team's announcing he's racing West, I believe he's racing West. What does this mean for everyone else racing West? Well, it means they're going to lose. Straight up, Deegan has been waxing the entire 250 field. I say it like that because motocross, super motocross, I'm not counting supercross last year because, one, if it wasn't for Detroit, he would have won the championship. That's my honest opinion. He even looked like he looked better after that, and he was still recovering. Like, dude was injured riding like that. Austin Faulkner possibly could have won the whole thing if he didn't blow up again. But man, me personally, I just cannot see anyone beating Deegan. If we look at the last few races, once again with an injury, now he's stronger, feeling better. How could you not think he's going to win? Also, I think I heard RJ Hampshire is not defending his #1 plate because he's got to recover as well, like a few other guys. So, man, like, if there were anyone, like, the only 2 people I could see beating Deegan racing West Coast would have been RJ if he wasn't crashing like crazy. He's got the speed. If he gets starts, he's competitive. Levi Kitchen, man, what are you going to do? You racing West? Y'all know he racing West. I just really feel like it's Levi. I think Joe Shimoda is going to race West Coast. So these are strong guys that can really beat Deegan. But, like, man, I just don't see it. I don't see it. Like, I'm not convinced that these guys are going to beat him. I'm definitely not convinced Michael Mosiman and Cole Davies is going to beat him on his own team. So, yeah, man, what do you guys think? Y'all see anybody beating Deegan? Like, for real? Like, dudes out here racing Justin Cooper and Tomac at practice. And it ain't just practice. They out there racing. For real. Well, Deegan is. This is good. I say Deegan comes out here, wins the Supercross West title. It's going to be really good for him to go ahead and knock this out. Hit that East-West shootout. Probably win that too, to be honest. And then come in motocross season with the #1 plate, #1 plate SMX, and just take all 3, man. That's just where I'm at. Unless we see something else, I mean, just like Jet, he's his own worst enemy. Unless he takes himself out, I just don't see it happening, man. Kid's riding great, looks strong, super confident. He's fired up. Let's go. On to Star Yamaha East Coast squad. Let's get right into that.
Always had a way to make it work and find another route.
All right. I like this Star East Coast squad. I like that they stacked it up because they put Cole Davies and Michael Mosiman with Deegan. Like, okay, Star, clearly you're not putting your top Star guys next to Deegan because, you know, we're going to put the second best Star guys, second, third, fourth, all on the East Coast. So this whole East Coast squad from Star, it looks like domination. It could potentially be domination. Like, all of these guys are top 4 guys. Like, okay, Max Anstie. Max Anstie is like that. He's good. I'm glad he got to race the World Supercross Canada. get some more racing in with this bike, especially on Supercross. Max Anstie is strong. He's won a main event. Okay, so he can do it. Now he's on a really good team. He could do it. Also, Max Anstie can talk a lot. This guy can talk. Like when he won that race, I think it was New Jersey 2 years ago, that mud race. Man, I could not wait for the podium speech. I just love when this guy gets on the podium. I just sit back and I was like, all right, let's see how long he can awkwardly make me feel awkward and talk on this podium. Like to the point where I'm like, I know the broadcaster's like, look, man, gotta cut it. This guy's gotta get off. We gotta get to the 450 race. But man, can this guy talk. So I love it though. I love that he does not care. I mean, all about family and just loving the sport, just good vibes, good energy. Shout out Max Anstie, really super cool guy. Nate Thrasher, I'll be honest, I want to talk about him last. I'm going to skip. Pierce Brown, strong finish to last year. Just seeing some of the things he's been talking about, coming in. I mean, I feel like anybody coming into Star, like you're going to have to work into the program. Like Star is so well established. It's got Deegan up there, like you racing, you at the practice track with Tomac, Webb, like Supercross champions. So like high expectations, but Pierce is strong, man. Pierce is fast. Pierce is good. He's nice. What I would say is really good though about him racing East, he just gets more time to understand this bike. They get this data in from the guys racing West, and they can kind of use that. Hopefully that could help them coming up into the season, which ultimately, unless they're getting gate drops, it's only so much you can really say. But what we do know is Pierce Brown is like that because he finished real strong at the end of the year. I got high expectations. I'm talking like top 3 Pierce Brown. So, but I can see him kind of top 5 just because new bike, new team, high expectations. But I do believe East Coast is best for him coming into the season. Daxton Bennett, man, he showed some glimpses. See, he showed some glimpses last year, but like ultimately, he raced like a rookie. That's just what I saw. So with Dax, I expect to see more this year. I mean, I expect to at least see top 5s consistently. Gonna be tough though. Gonna be tough, man. Especially, I mean, 3 of the guys on his squad could take up that space. So Dax, I believe he's got the speed, he's got the skills, man. It's just I don't know where he is mentally. I don't know where he is, where his heart is. Like, you really want it. Like, all these guys got the skills, right? Like we see with most sports nowadays. A lot of these guys, somebody say like the NBA, it's like robotic. Everybody's kind of doing the same thing. Everybody knows how to do the same stuff, whatever, got the same techniques, taken from that guy, from this guy, and everybody can do the same stuff. But it's in here and it's in here, man. So I don't hear much from him. I know he's got it in him, but we'll see if he wants it, because the rest of his team has got a huge advantage on him, and that's experience. And then Nate Thrasher, guys. Nate, it's time for a dub, buddy. The East Coast is all yours. They did not put you racing against Deegan because they expect you to get a title. Let's just be honest. Nate Thrasher, to me, and I said this in the last video, it's like when Hunter came in and won that championship in Supercross, his last 250 year. That's what I thought it was going to be with Nate Thrasher, just to change another guard. Because Hunter and Nate, they were battling, man. So Nate has just got to stop crashing. My goodness, this dude. This year 2024 was just, I felt bad for the guy. Just all the time, almost like every race. Anaheim won. I remember that race where he was like crashed in the middle of the rhythm section, and that was terrible. I was just like, golly, man, every year he's got something going on like that. He reminds me of the PC boys, how they always just crashing and getting hurt halfway through the season, and they had the red plate and then now they out. So that's what Nate Thrasher has been. But man, Nate is nice. He got the speed, he got the skills, he's won main events. It's time, dog. Like, come on, you gotta pull up on us, man. You gotta get this dub for Star. So I got Nate on East. Oh man, I don't know if he gonna win the whole thing, because he got some obstacles. He gotta go through 2 champs, RJ Hampshire, Tom Vial, and I don't know. It's gonna be good though. But now that I think about that, Tom Vial, RJ Hampshire, Nate Thrasher. That's gonna be tough, yo. I can't wait to see that. And I mean, and then there's other guys we don't even know. Like, so I'm super excited for East Coast because I think the competition is gonna be better there. I think we're gonna see some better racing on the East Coast. But that West Coast, man, I just it's just like it's gonna be a Deegan year, man. So it's gonna suck not having Deegan at Daytona, but we're gonna see some good battles, I believe. So what do you guys think about all this? Star Yamaha, the East squad and the West squad. Let me know in the comments. If you made it this far, go ahead and wrap this thing up. Go ahead and subscribe, like the video. Here's my Cash App as well. If you guys want to support the channel, support my family, help us get to some races. And yeah, that would be super awesome, man. Thank you guys for supporting me so far. Catch you in the next video. Peace.